In the mist-shrouded Scottish Highlands, where the winds sang ancient songs and the lochs reflected a sky of shifting grays, there was a manor that stood like a sentinel against time. Known as Blackthorn Hall, it was steeped in legend and whispered tales of love, betrayal, and unbroken vows. For Fiona MacGregor, an archivist from Edinburgh, the hall was a treasure trove of history and secrets she never expected to uncover. Fiona had come to Blackthorn Hall on an academic grant, tasked with cataloging its vast collection of manuscripts and letters. The hall's current owner, Lord Alastair Blackthorn, had reluctantly opened its doors to her, though his aloof demeanor hinted at a reluctance born of more than just privacy. Tall and brooding, with dark hair that fell to his collar, Alastair seemed as much a part of the hall as its weathered stone walls. On her first day, Fiona was shown to the library, a cavernous room lined with shelves that stretched to the ceiling. Dust motes danced in the dim light filtering through stained glass windows, casting a kaleidoscope of colors across the room. Alastair lingered at the doorway, his presence as imposing as the hall itself. "If you need anything, Miss MacGregor, you'll find me in my study," he said, his voice low and clipped. "Thank you, Lord Blackthorn," Fiona replied, her tone polite but curious. She couldn't help but wonder what secrets he guarded so fiercely. Days turned into weeks as Fiona immersed herself in the hall's history. Among the documents, she discovered a series of letters dated 2 centuries earlier, written by a woman named Eleanor to someone she referred to only as A. The letters spoke of a love forbidden by society, of stolen moments beneath moonlit skies, and whispered promises of eternity. Fiona's heart ached as she read Eleanor's words, the longing and desperation woven into each line. But the letters ended abruptly, with no explanation of what had become of Eleanor or her mysterious lover. Intrigued, Fiona brought the letters to Alastair, hoping he might shed light on the story. "These were written by Eleanor Blackthorn," she said, handing him the fragile pages. "Do you know who might have been?" Alastair's expression darkened as he read the letters. "Eleanor was my great-great-grandmother," he said, his voice tinged with melancholy. Was Alexander Fraser, a man she loved but could never marry. Their story is complicated." "What happened to them?" Fiona asked, her curiosity piqued. "Eleanor died young, under mysterious circumstances," Alastair said. "As for Alexander, he disappeared shortly after her death. Some say he left the Highlands, others believe he died of a broken heart." That night, unable to sleep, Fiona wandered the halls of Blackthorn. The air was heavy with the scent of peat smoke and aged wood. As she passed a large mirror in the gallery, a flicker of movement caught her eye. She turned, her heart pounding, but found only her own reflection. Or so she thought. A whisper, faint and mournful, brushed against her ears. "Find me," it said. Fiona's blood ran cold, but her determination burned brighter. The next day, she delved deeper into the archives, uncovering more fragments of Eleanor and Alexander's story. She learned of secret meetings at a hidden glen and of a pendant Eleanor wore, said to be a token of their love. "The glen is on the estate," Alastair said when Fiona shared her findings. "But no one's been there in years. It's said to be cursed." Fiona raised an eyebrow. "Do you believe that?" Alastair hesitated. "I don't know, but if you're going to search for it, I'll come with you." The path to the glen was overgrown, the air thick with the earthy scent of moss and pine. As they reached the clearing, the sun broke through the clouds, illuminating a stone bench and a crumbling fountain. In the center of the fountain lay a pendant, its chain glinting in the light. Fiona picked it up, her fingers brushing against the coal metal. A rush of images flooded her mind, Eleanor and Alexander embracing, their laughter echoing through the glen. Then, darkness, a shadowy figure, a scream, and the sound of shattering glass. She gasped, stumbling back. Alastair caught her, his grip firm. "What did you see?" he asked, his voice urgent. "Eleanor's death," Fiona whispered. "It wasn't natural. Someone killed her." The discovery of the pendant marked the beginning of a deeper connection between Fiona and Alastair. As they pieced together the fragments of the past, they found themselves drawn to each other, their shared quest dissolving the walls Alastair had built around his heart. But the hall seemed to resist their efforts, its shadows growing darker and its whispers louder. One night, as a storm raged outside, Fiona found herself in the gallery once more. The mirror shimmered, and Eleanor's reflection appeared beside her own. "Find the truth," Eleanor's ghost pleaded. "Set us free." Fiona and Alastair's search led them to a hidden chamber beneath the library. There, they found a journal belonging to Alastair's ancestor, detailing his jealousy and rage upon discovering Eleanor's love for Alexander. The journal revealed that he had poisoned Eleanor and framed Alexander for her death. As they read the final entry, the hall shuddered, its walls groaning as if releasing centuries of pain. In the mirror, Eleanor and Alexander appeared, their hands entwined. They smiled at Fiona and Alastair before fading into the light. With the truth revealed, Blackthorn Hall seemed lighter, its shadows less oppressive. Fiona and Alastair's bond deepened, their love a testament to the resilience of the human heart. Together, they restored the hall, honoring Eleanor and Alexander's memory. And on quiet evenings, as they stood by the glen, they could almost hear the echoes of laughter and the whispers of a love that had endured beyond the veil of time.